that doesn't sit well. I guess my biggest fear is that the Reapers could some way find their way to Andromeda. If they are as smart as what I'm being led to believe, who's to say they don't know that we came to Andromeda and they didn't try to follow, or at least some of them.
Your father's personal logs.
Sam, I need to know more about the Milky Way emergency.
We've just arrived in Andromeda. Before the rest of the Hyperion wakes up, I've checked our comms for any signals from the Milky Way. Looks like sometime in 2186. Everything went to hell. We got out just ahead of it. Commander Shepard was right. And so was our mysterious Benefactor.
Alright, so we have what, SOSs?
Alliance personnel, please stand by for an emergency flash traffic message.
This is a galaxy-wide alert for all human territories. Fleet Admiral Stephen Hackett has declared threat condition Saber 1. Enemy presence confirmed in Sol System. Earth under Reaper attack. I say again, Reaper attack is underway. Instructions to follow on coded channel Crimson Tacit. May God save us.
Yeah, they definitely arrived. Do we have a Turian one too?
This is Paladin command to all Turian units within range. Under catastrophic Reaper attack. Primarch Fedorian is dead. Ground units are searching for the next in succession. We'll advise when. Everybody get down!
Yeah. What about, who is Liara to Sony and why do we have a transmission?
Hello, Alec. This is Liara to Sony, and the year is 2186. I don't know if you'll even receive this message, but we corresponded years ago. I remember you spoke about a plan to settle Andromeda. I don't know if your arcs made it out of the Milky Way, but the worst has happened here. I'm with Commander Shepard and a brave crew. We're trying to build a weapon to turn the tide, but I fear that the civilization you remember, the people of the Milky Way as you knew them, could be gone forever. You may be all that's left. Please, don't forget us. Keep us alive in your hearts. And tell your children of the wonders that once were. On behalf of the crew of the Normandy SR2, this is Dr. Liara Tassoni, signing off.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, what about the Benefactor?
Alec, this is Gian Garson. For the record, year 2185. It's about Fulcrum. I'm on the Nexus and we're going into stasis for the voyage. Looks like you're already asleep. I'm very uncomfortable with our Benefactor, and the fact that we still don't know who they are, and all these lives in our hands. I should have done something sooner. This is all very troubling, Alec. Let's talk as soon as you reach Andromeda.
Alright, and what about this other message?
Jen, I got your message about Fulcrum. It's now 2819. We reached Andromeda but have no sign of the Nexus. I have the same concerns as you. In all likelihood, the Milky Way... well, something terrible happened there. At least the Benefactor spared us from that. But why keep hiding? Something's off. But we've got bigger problems at the moment. Habitat 7 may be a bust. Finding a home is all that matters now.
Alright, I think that's about it for right now, Sam. Thank you.
I'm securing these Milky Way reports. This is the only copy and I don't want it getting out. Whatever happened was 600 years ago. Someday we might break the news to everyone if the time's right. I guess we always knew there was no going back.
I mean, yeah, Sam. We always knew that there was no going back. That's why we signed up for this journey. Even before we left, Dad made sure that we knew this is a one-way trip. But, Sam, what if everything's really gone? What if home doesn't exist anymore? What if it's just the Nexus and the Ket and this war that I don't know what to do next? Like, we have a plan, but I mean, it's not going to be easy because once we get Meridian up and running, I mean, great, awesome. We fix the planets, but then I've still got to deal with the Ket. And now I find out that I'm not Pathfinder for the right reasons. I'm only Pathfinder to save Mom. And so there's all of that to deal with. I'm going to go see if we can, I don't know, maybe wake up Mom? Or at least see what kind of progress we can have on what was killing her. And now I know about the Benefactor. And now I know that there's a huge chance that the Milky Way is gone. Home is gone, all the people we knew. I mean, I knew they weren't alive anymore. I mean, it's 600 years. Well, some of the Asari I was still friends with, and maybe some of the Krogan should have still been alive. I mean, it's only been 600 years. But it's all gone. And I'm the only one that knows. So now, do I tell people? Do people need to know? Does everybody need to know that the reason that we more than likely can't raise up communication with the Milky Way is because it's not there in the way that we remembered? I don't know. It's gonna be a lot of sleepless nights, though.
Okay, this is the pod you told me about. Who's Elizabeth Riley?
Well, Scott, you're not going to believe this, and I've got a lot of things to tell you, but, surprise?
If you could have one person back in your life, who would it be?
Well, Mom, of course. I mean... Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Riley. Her initials. ER. Are you telling me?
Yup.
I saw Dad's last memory. ER is Ellen Ryder. He put her here. Scott, it's Mom.
I don't... How... Wow. How is this possible?
Well, stasis. It technically froze her disease along with her. I mean, which would make sense. But yeah, so her disease is technically on pause. I don't know if we're able to wake her up yet, though, because of that. So, yeah. Stasis saved her.
Apparently, putting her into stasis also put her disease on hold.
Its progress has been halted. Alec put her in stasis after she fell unconscious in the hospital.
This is incredible. So Dad being a pain in the ass finally paid off. I want to shake his hand. And then punch him. Why didn't he tell us?
I don't know.
I said the same thing, but does it really matter? She's still with us.
Well, let's get her out of there.
That's inadvisable. Although Ellen is alive, reviving her would trigger the disease, which would prove fatal.
Yeah, we can't risk it. We need to find a cure first.
I guess you're right. We don't want to mess around with that.
Your father understood this would take time.
What do you mean?
Alec hoped that in Andromeda, we would discover new scientific insights that could provide answers. Our journeys in Helios have indeed provided valuable genetic knowledge, information that could lead to a cure. But patience is required. For the moment, enjoy the fact that she is still alive, and that your accomplishments will one day save her life.
So, Sam, are you telling me that there's a possibility that not only will 600 years have passed, but Mom could wake up to Scott and I being, oh, I don't know, in our 60s? With potentially kids and grandkids kind of thing, and then Mom pops out being Mom, and it's like, surprise! That would actually be hilarious. She's going to be very surprised when she wakes up, huh?
Waking her up will be fun. Surprise, Mom, you're still alive. Dad put you on ice.
Oh, and by the way, look out the window. You're in Andromeda!
An unusual way to greet your mother, but I will defer to you.
Nah, that's for the
My
best.
original purpose was to ensure the survival of Ellen Ryder. It is a mission I hope the three of us will one day fulfill.
Same.
Together.
Same, Sam. So, Mom's alive. All right. Well, at least I've seen her stasis pod. So I know she's in there. Sam, you did double check to make sure that it was actually Mom in that stasis pod, right? And it wasn't some kind of weird double thing. Hey, Scott, I'm going to head back to the Tempest and go do a few things. I'll talk to you later. But, yeah. Well, at least one thing went right today, I guess. I can potentially see Mom again. Maybe I should talk to Lexi about the, disease that Mom had and see if Lexi knows of any cures for it or anything, or if she knows of somebody who's studying it, and maybe I can nudge them in the direction of finding a cure because, you know, you want to, because that would be great for reasons that they don't need to know. It would be an awkward conversation, but I think I could get through it. Invitation. Sam, what is this? Pathfinders only? Ryder, realize you're taken up with business as we all are, but we shouldn't forget to celebrate our victories. The reunion of so many Pathfinders certainly counts. Next time you're on the Nexus, come by Pathfinder HQ. Okay. Yeah. I guess we can turn back around. I gotta go check in with a few people, Sam, but we let them know that we'll definitely do that. Kadara, Vetra, Ryder, don't worry, Sid didn't do something reckless this time, as far as I know. Just found something cool on Kadara, want to meet there. Yes, will you tell Vetra yes to that? You were right. Okay. You probably won't remember me, but I stopped you on the Nexus and bent your ear about the Angara on our station. You told me to get to know them. I've done my best too. They seem thoughtful and worthy of our trust, so yeah, you should keep doing what you're doing. Good luck out there. I will. Sam, will you send a response saying thank you? Hello, Ryder. This is from one of the returnees to the Nexus. I thought you might like to see it. Just a reminder, if you ever need someone to deliver you to the jugular of those cat monsters, I'm here. Thanks, Callow. So this says, I hope I've got the right person. Do you fly that ship with the Tempest? Someone told me one of our people was helping the human Pathfinder. Thank you for getting us away from that terrible ship. The sights, the smells, they'll always be with me, but you and Ryder made sure they'll just be memories. Do us proud. Well, thank you for forwarding that, Callow. And then about Pachera. Hey, Ryder, please come talk to me when you have a chance. We just received something very odd, and I think it's connected to the Salarian arc. Okay. Let me talk. Callow, did you say you found something odd?
Ah, there you are.
What's up?
I was wondering, when you found the Salarian arc, was anything strange, out of place?
I mean, technically everything, Callow. Everything.
You mean besides the Exalted Krogan, the relics, and getting jabbed in the neck? Why are you asking?
Because a few hours ago, we received this.
Hello, Ryder. I don't think the Salarian Ark was captured by chance. If you want to know more, meet me at these coordinates.
That's all. Do you think it's some sort of hoax?
I don't know. It kind of sounds like a hoax. How would it be not taken by chance? Like, realistically, unless the Ket boarded... I mean, we don't know if they got any information off of the Asari arc, and we don't know what the timeline is between the Ket finding the Asari and the Salarian arc, but the only way that they could have gotten that information was from the Asari, and I didn't think they'd been able to breach their computer in that way, so... I don't know. It seems a little bit like a hoax if you ask me.
There are plenty of weirdos who enjoy messing with a Pathfinder.
That's what I thought. I'll leave those coordinates in the nav computer, in case you want to give this mysterious someone a piece of your mind.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, Suvi, did you want to talk to me?
I need a break. Do you need a break? Let's go for a break.
A break it is.
Tea, Sara? I'd love a cup. It's a cultivar originating in Sumatra. My own personal stash. Once I run out, that'll be it for Earth Tea. I keep having these thoughts. I'm never gonna taste this again. I'm never gonna see that again.
I mean, I get that too. 100%. I get it. I do, because, I mean, that was home, and we don't know what happens next, or if we'll ever find anything that brings us comfort quite the same way, but at this point, Suvi, regret feels a little pointless, only because there's no way to go back.
I don't want to seem harsh, but there's really no take-backsies with this one. I know I can't do anything about it, which is why I wish my brain would behave itself. The universe is like a giant tapestry. I love following its threads, but it distracts me from the whole picture. My family was right there, but I was too occupied by the abstract to appreciate them.
But aren't you here because of your family? Didn't they support you in this? I mean, from our conversations, it seems like this is definitely the kind of adventure that they would have wanted for you.
From everything you've told me, you're here because of your family. Your love of science, doesn't that come from them? Aren't you with them every time you chase down a new discovery? Ryder, that's beautiful. My mother made the implant in my head, and my father created the AI that uses it. I haven't lost them either. Thank you, Ryder. Hey there, what's new?
Ha! Funny you should ask.
I need to know. If I had something really important to do, could I count on you to help? To come along?
I mean, yeah, of course. You have always been able to count on me for that. You seem really excited, though. Have you had too much caffeine, Peebee? We talked about this.
If it's as exciting as you make it sound. It's pretty damned exciting.
Then let's do
Thanks
it.
to my newly remnant augmented scanner, I'm onto something big.
How big?
Hear that signal? Best I can tell, it's coming from a piece of raw remnant programming tech. A building block in an unused state. My eyes bulge thinking what we might be able to learn from it, or do with it. It's like a Rem Tech wildcard, the kind of mystery I live for. I have to get it. There's no time to waste, right?
Right. Okay. Yeah, this is important. Let's roll.
Okay. That's it? No preamble, no further interrogations, just okay? You're in?
Pretty much.
I'm in. Yes! That your game means the world to me. Loading the coordinates into the galaxy map. Consider me primed and ready.
All right. Peebee, let's go do whatever this is.
Where's Peebee?
Haven't seen her.
Hello, Peebee. Earth to Peebee.
Wake up, Peebee. Your mystery signal awaits.
Right. Okay, yeah. Actually, could you come here, please? My place. Straight away?
Callow. Hey, any luck finding a place to land?
Nothing yet. Might take a while.
Okay, Peebee. Be right there.
This'll be interesting.
Better be.
Peebee? Back here. I won't bite. What's this about? Callow won't find a safe place to land the Tempest. And safety first!
Peebee? It's never a dull moment.
You keep me on my toes, Peebee.
That's one way to put it.
I'm not doing this for the fun of it.
You sure?
The Tempest can't go where we need to be, and you can't get there from the ground. This is the only way in. In? Where exactly are we going? Peebee, where are we going? It's not my fault the signal's coming from inside a volcano. And we should land on stable ground, assuming my subterranean scans are accurate, and the impact doesn't alter trajectory too severely.
And tell me you have a plan for getting back to the Tempest.
Is that a thing? We came all the way to another galaxy with no plan for getting back home.
This is different.
All right, brace for impact. So, are you mad, Ryder?
I'm not mad, Peebee. I'm definitely not mad.
I'm not mad, Peebee.
Close one.
Any landing you can walk away from, right?
Right.
Come in. Are you all right?
Sam, relay to the Tempest that we're fine. Investigating Peebee's signal.
Right away.
There's remnant here. It looks like they...
I'm picking up the signal. It's housed within a remnant structure not far from here.
Okay.
Sam, plot our trajectory.
Plotted.
Thank you. It looks like they were trying to terraform, but couldn't. I wonder if we can get Meridian activated and everything working again, if this planet will also be saved. Actually, that would be interesting to come back in a few years and see what happens. But Peebee, when we're done, we're so talking about this in depth. I mean, I'm not angry. I'm really not. And this is a fun adventure, and it beats hanging out with Tan on the Nexus, for sure. But like, a little bit of warning kind of thing.
We'll need to find our way to the surface.
I know. See what I can do.
Need to get through that obstruction. Maybe there's a console buried here somewhere.
Maybe. I found this.
Remnant power node detected within.
Okay. How do I... Aha!
Well, what do you know?
Shall we give it some
The
power?
network you're accessing seems to be a production system.
Production of what?
Remnant hardware.
Oh boy.
Good. The gates are opening.
You've opened more than that. I'm picking up structural shifts throughout the cavern area.
Oh no. What does that mean, Sam? Okay.
Interesting. That observer is in a persistent idle state. Its neural pathways are blank.
It's like POC when I stripped out its remnant protocols. It has no programming.
So, are they just making bots here and then it got its programming from someplace different? Did they not finish the facility here so the bots could never get their programming? Or
Seismic activity increasing.
yeah.
I'm picking up additional unprogrammed observers throughout the facility.
Okay.
At dispenser points, you should be able to enlist their support.
Sweet. Let's do that.
Okay. Sure. Where is a dispenser? All right. There. This looks like a dispenser of sorts, Sam. Yes?
You are identifying yourself as an ally to the unprogrammed observers in the assembly line.
Okay.
Hey there, little guy. Nice to have you on the team.
Its protocols are limited, but it will perform simple tasks for you via your scanner.
Okay. Simple tasks like that.
That node controls the gate, but it's disabled.
Okay.
Another gate. Have to get through.
Well, looks like our
Look,
little observer friend.
Up there above the gate. Another node. Try scanning it.
I did. Look what happened. Our little observer friend fixed it. It pays to be curious. Thanks, little guy. I appreciate that. Anything? Oh. Hey, looks like the remnant left us some presents.
A lot of this tech is already broken down to its basic components. Very useful.
Are you shopping, Peebee?
Pathfinder, Kalu reports finding no safe area to land. Retrieval may be impossible.
Oops.
He has detected a few smaller vessels making their way to the surface, however.
Friend or foe?
Unknown.
Okay. Peebee, definitely gonna have conversations when we get home.
Uh-oh. I know that shuttle.
Sara, are you tracking that sweet signal too?